Air in motion. The troposphere is dynamic as there is a constant exchange of energy, water, and movement between the air, ocean, and the land. Variation in solar radiation at different latitudes creates unequal heating, causing pressure differences and the movement of air. Wind is a horizontal movement of air. The movement of air is affected by geographical features such as mountain ranges, the rotation of the Earth, and the friction with the planet. There are some consistent patterns of air movement across the globe. These global circulation systems can transport pollutants throughout the planet. Winds can reach several hundred kilometers per hour in the upper reaches of the troposphere, allowing substances to travel great distances. There are two major global directional forces, one that transports air in a north-south direction, and the jet streams, primarily forcing the east-west movement. If you've ever wondered why in the United States it takes longer to fly from the west to the east, it is not necessarily because of the airline you took, but most likely the impact of the jet stream. However, there are also regions of the Earth, primarily the more northerly and southerly latitudes, where the dominant flow is from the east to the west. The heating of the Earth, with the most intense radiation at the equator, causes warm, moist air to be transported north above the equator and south below the equator. The region where this occurs is called the Hadley circulation cell, named after the 18th century scientist who described this movement. In an opposite flow, cooler air from the polar region makes its way in the direction of the equator. Another factor that influences airflow is the Coriolis effect. The Coriolis effect is a result of air rising from the tropics or moving toward the equator from the higher altitudes that is deflected as a result of the Earth's rotation. All these factors influence the transport and fate of pollutants released into the atmosphere. In the USA, the prevailing wind pattern from the west to the east. Therefore, any pollutants emitted in the air follow this same pattern. This general airflow with pollutants resulted in acid rain created at Midwestern coal-fired power plants to damage areas in the northeast USA and Canada, far away from the sources. Air pollution can indeed be more than a local issue, but rather a regional or even global problem. Ozone layer depleting substances and global climate change emissions are two well-documented planetary air quality issues.